Some of my favorite memories while I was still operating as a professional driver, they always started when the morning went really well. So when I would kind of first, I guess, start my pre-trip inspection to loading my first piece of equipment, tying it down safely, there was no nonsense, no frustration. And when I reflect on that full day, more often than not, the entire day kind of went like that. It was smooth. It was all good. Sure, there were bumps in the road. Sure, I had to deal with traffic, grumpy customers. But you know what? I still could handle it with a positive outlook. So when you think about some of your best days at the office or behind the wheel, can you say the same? Were some of these days where everything just kind of fell into place? And when bumps in the road did happen, you had the ability just to handle it with a positive outlook? So in today's episode, I'm really excited to interview my friend Dana Smith, owner of The Mindful Trucker. So as Dana shares his story, he hits a few points that really struck home for myself, especially when I decided, you know what, it's time for me not to operate a commercial vehicle anymore. So a highlight of our interview is also when Dana talks about flow and how we need to live in this space. So flow, very simply, it allows us to live with a positive outlook, even when things aren't necessarily positive. So I encourage you to check out The Mindful Trucker. Simply visit themindfultrucker.com. So just as an FYI, this is an audio only episode. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just check the link below and take you right to the audio file. To all of our dedicated listeners, thank you so much. So again, this was an audio only. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I sure hope that you click the link. And yeah, it was just a really jam-packed, value-filled episode. So I just really appreciate you hopping on, taking the time to listen. So if you're listening to this on any major podcast platform, simply subscribe. Just by pressing the subscribe button, like it, share it, because there was a lot of value here. And that's exactly what we're here for, is to introduce industry professionals, industry leaders, just like Dana, to the industry to help create a pivotal change. So I do ask that you do that. And just again, because we really believe the greater the following, the greater the impact. And again, you can learn more about Dana and The Mindful Trucker by visiting themindfultrucker.com. Highly recommend that you connect with Dana. He's up to some really, really great stuff. He's having a huge impact in our industry. And I'm really just excited for our just recent strategic partnership announcement. And yeah, some really good stuff in the works there. So thank you so much. If you have not yet done so, I also ask subscribe to our monthly newsletter. So that way you're introduced in a different way to our industry leaders. So it's a written format. There's some how-tos, some tips, some promos, lots of good stuff in there. So of course the link is below. And yeah, just thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful day, and let's create a pivotal impact. Bye.